Yes. Good evening. Welcome to the George Mason Show. This is a quick version, just real in and out type thing. The weekend is here, right? So nobody wants to be tied in and held hostage watching shows and all this other stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to, the other night, Wednesday night on the 22nd here, uh, I had Ray Merriman, and I want to thank Ray again being a good guest. And my first show after several months, and it went good. I was happy with it, and I asked Ray. He said he was happy with it as well. Ray is running for town council of Wallkill in Orange County, New York State, and that's Ray there, the Ray Merriman, the town council for Ward Two. His platform he's running on is safe streets and strong neighborhoods. Huh? Can't go wrong with that. Yeah, it's a good platform. And you were saying how in his neck of the woods, how he's doing his part, uh, doing whatever's needed. He sees out around the hood, in the area. Or say hood, make it look like it's you know what I'm saying. It's a hood thing, but not. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But yeah, Ray's taking care of business, and I was happy to have him on, and I like that sign there, and also he's got some other advertisements. He's got a up, okay, and this is on the 1st of August. That's next Saturday. Today is the 24th, 25th, so it's next Saturday, correct. So yeah, look for that for Ray Merriman uh, fundraiser. $40 a person. That's cheap. It's not bad at all. A slice and a smile. So go and support Ray. And yeah, as I said, he's running on a campaign of safe neighborhoods. And the hell is he running on? I can't be messing up like that. Safe streets, strong neighborhoods. Safe streets, strong neighborhoods. Sorry about that, Ray. Safe streets, strong neighborhoods. But yeah, we get it right. And yeah, good looking picture of Ray. And he was a Navy person, a Navy man, career Navy person. Like I told him, he looked like he's 12 years old there. He was actually, I think, 28, he said, or something like that. Yeah, amazing, but baby face. But that's what's up. It's all good. So Ray Merriman, and this week I'll have Starlight the comedian or the entertainer. Now she hasn't confirmed actually as of yet. I'm hoping to have Starlight. Put it to you like that. She's very talented, funny, and she's very pretty. She's gorgeous. She's got haters all so far, and they just hate on her. She's good looking, and she's just you know has potential as far as to be the next big thing out. And so the people are always gonna try to stop your shine and hate. That's what they do. So she's got that already. So that means she's got a buzz, and that's good. We did Tyrone Lowe of the Legend Show had me slated with him this for the past Saturday, the 18th, over at Bronx at Lehman College. It had his shows with it was a collective show, very eclectic. I'm getting it all screwed up, trying to use those fancy words. And a lot of shows with different performers. Okay, eclectic. I know what I'm saying. But yeah, so and she was on it as well. I was supposed to be on it. My uncle had a death in the family. My uncle now passed away, and my condolences to myself and to my family. It's just unfortunate, He was older, but he looked good. He was in looked like he was in good health, and he had a big house there in Georgia, Hebsonville, Georgia. It's very rural, and his house might have been a little too much for him. 5.5 acres and 4 bedrooms, 4 baths, all by himself with 2 dogs. So tough cutting that grass. The upkeep for a man that age. For anybody really, whole family. But it was a beautiful home, and my uncle now, uh, yeah, and good friends passed away recently. Vance Jordan, I miss you, Vance. And I called Kev. I know Kev stays busy, and like to reach out to Kev and say because we played ball. I played ball with Vance and Kevin Jordan, and good dude. I just didn't find out. I couldn't get in touch with Kev. What happened to Vance? But during that interim, Vance passed away, and then we had Ronnie Collier. Ronnie's a good friend of mine, like family. I grew up with his good cousin Floyd, and Floyd's like my brother, and just so unfortunate how life is, what we have to deal with and go through, but that's all part of it. So to Vance Jordan and to Ronnie Collier, my Uncle Nell, condolences go out. And I love and miss you guys, 100% for sure. And yeah, so that's why I came on tonight. I got a new system, and this is looks good so far from what I'm seeing. I just have to play it back and see how the comeback on it. I was all grainy before. I think it might have been the camera on that last system I had, and because this is looking real good, yeah. So I'm happy with this from what I see so far. And like I said, I'll do a playback and then really see how the focus and everything how it comes out. Because only put on better shows. Uh, my cousin, my uncle's son, he's out there in D.C. He's an attorney, a corporate attorney, and he asked me did I have sponsorship. I said no, no, pops. We call him Poppy. His name, my uncle's name was Nelson Scott Jr. Okay, Poppy's name is Nelson Scott III. Never knew that, but he's a corporate attorney out there in D.C. doing his thing. I think he has a home in Atlanta as well, Augusta or whatever. But so yeah, Pop's like, yo, I got you now. We'll see. So he suggested I get a co-host, a light skinned girl. So I listened. I said, okay, this is the first time I've talked to him, in a long time. And he's hit me with all kind of suggestions, and he stepped up to the plate. Let's see what happens, huh? Let's see what happens. I could use sponsorship. That means money, right? So that's what's jumping off. So yeah, I'm gonna sign off. How many minutes did I do? What, 8? Coming up on 9 minutes, and it's a good test run. And I just still want to say beautiful job with the New York Knicks. Huh? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. They did their thing down by 10 points in several of the games and came back, fought back, battling like New Yorkers like we do. Huh? They take absolutely no shorts. They took no shorts. Huh? And it was interesting to watch. It kept you on the edge of your seat. You know what? And Spike Lee, you got to take my hat off to Spike Lee because Spike Lee, yo, for all it's worth, that brother has been hanging in with the New York Knicks for years, forever. He's at courtside, supporting. I mean, that's what he call that's loyalty. That's a real fan. That's a loyal fan. Spike Lee, um, more props to you, brother. 100 always, man, because You stay there representing, man, for the New York Knicks. Where's Eddie OJ? Anybody, let me know where Eddie, if Eddie's okay. I've been calling him and everything and trying to catch up with the brother. And hit me up on the inbox, on we go that the DM, and let me know if Ed is good. Ed, reach out to me, brother. And love you. And love to continue on with what we had. Let's talk about it, huh? Eddie OJ. Somebody let me know what's good with that. But yeah, congrats to the New York Knicks as well. 53 years. The whole city was excited about their journey, man. They're doing their things. And everybody, kind of, I equated it like having an orgasm. We saw excitement and everything. Everybody let all that, ah, after all that time, right? We got all that energy off, all that, like everybody nutted off at the same time. That's how I saw it. It was a big, big ass release. 53 years? Are you serious? Like, woo, yo. So we all felt the same way about the Knicks. Even people from out of town, different states or different countries was coming to see the New York Knicks. Watch parties all over the city. It was beautiful. It brought the city together. It calmed down the craziness for a little while. Yeah, we had some knuckleheads out there just doing what knuckleheads do. You got to expect that. You're going to have that. In any city, any big city, you're going to have the cats, man, that just don't know how to handle themselves, just don't know how to act. And we had those out there. There was few and far between because everybody else was really celebrating, really feeling the joy of what was going down. And congrats to Coach Brown, Coach Mike Brown. He's been around for a little while, but he obviously knew what the hell it took and what he was doing. Obviously, because he got it done. But the Knicks ain't got a bench. They ain't got, you know what I'm saying? And then when it started to shine, it started to come through. Then it was like, oh, listen. Um, and I don't know if you'll know, but I'm a fair weather fan. I'm not like Spike Lee. I go where whoever's winning. Thankfully, New York was winning this year, and I jumped right on the bandwagon and rode that wave all the way to the shore, and it was a beautiful ride. Yeah. So, but yeah, hopefully, man, they represent. They do. They made some changes already. They got rid of Mitchell Robinson or whatever. I don't know if it's a good move or not. I don't follow it that close, but we'll see. And yeah, I want to talk about too, uh, coming up on shows about how like fame, like a lot of people can't handle fame. You have some of the celebs that can't handle fame. You think fame, I'm gonna be rich and I'm gonna do this and do that, and once I get fame, you're gonna. Nah, that's where a lot of times your problems start. Not you might be a little bit in over your head. Like my uncle, he was overwhelmed. He was in over his head. With that big ass house, all that property, 5.5 acres by himself. You know what I'm saying? And it's just beautiful, beautiful situation. But he was in over his head, and a lot of stars, catchy young kids, and you know, uh, get involved. They figure they get a ton of money, and it's going to be easy for them. They just don't realize that that money sometimes, man, breeds more problems than they can handle. What's up, Gerard? Gerard Washington. Oh man, what's up, Gerard? That's my man, Gerard Washington. God bless you, that my brother. It's like my brother as well. Gerard is an interesting individual. He's a terrific stand-up. His abilities are really, top notch, and he does animation. He does a lot of stuff. He moves around and whatnot. He's good there. He's also uh, with the underwater. Gerard, what do you call that? Uh, Scuba diving, and he does that. He's a traveler. It, sometimes I call him, and he's in Zaire. Africa, Dominican Republic. We meet up in the DR sometimes, but he's all over. Colombia, he's everywhere. But he's a good friend. I appreciate Gerard, and I thank you, brother, for saving scuba diving. Thanks, Gerard. Gerard says scuba diving. So yeah, he's been doing it for a long time. That's his profile picture there, and his gear, very coordinated. Red and black. Everything is red and black. It's got the Scully on. That's red, and he's hooked up, and he's also an official. He got me into that. Put some money in my pocket there. Anytime I judge, cats, man, people that friends, so-called friends, if they look out for you, if they put money in your pocket, yeah, that individual has your vested interest at hand. And you're welcome, Jerron. He says thank you and welcome. I thank you. But yeah, so I do the official thing as well. I hadn't been out there and ran up and down the field in a lot of years, and he got me out there. He offered it to me years ago, but I knew I wasn't ready. I knew that, but I figured, like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I was in a little bit better shape, to go out there and see what's what. I'm getting in much better shape now because I have a feeling, a better understanding of what it's a lot of work, man, with officiating. Not only do you got to take the hassle from the coach, I coached as well. I still was dipping and dabbing with my boy Cal Whitfield for Jamaica High School. He's a varsity coach there, dipping and dabbing there. But to actually uh, officiate, because you're taking crap from the losing side of the field, the teams that is losing, and the team that is winning. Sometimes they want the call to be correct. So even though I played football all my life, I'd say that since I'm like 10 years old out there doing my thing, I really started learning the game from this perspective and being an official. There's a new yearbook uh, every year that updates the rules and regulations, and you should know, if you're coming out on that field, uh, what what's what in regards to the calls. There's protocols. We go to meetings. We have team meetings, and it's serious business, and I appreciate it. And I'm having a more deep appreciation for the game of football now, and to see how things are done. The officials, what they do, a lot of pressure on, when you go up the ranks. The college officials, maybe a little easier because there's more men, and they relegated to certain parts of the field. High school football is less men, like 3 or 4 men, 5 men maybe, but it's a lot of work. I'll tell you that. And then with the youth tackle, I'm with uh, the little guys, 10, 11, and 12 to 15, like that, and that's tough as well. So I'm breaking in, but yeah, thank you, Gerard. I appreciate you, brother, and God bless you, my friend. But yeah, but like I said, I'm not going to stay on long. I just wanted to come on and then just thank Ray Merriman, as I said, for being a terrific guest on Wednesday. I'm looking at Starlight the Entertainer this week, or maybe George Diaz, who's a club owner out in Brooklyn. I called the club, and they informed me that he had some procedures yesterday, medical procedures. So I'll catch up with George and see, because I was supposed to have him on months ago, before I took a little hiatus. And I know George from back in the day when we used to kick around over at Joe Franklin. Joe Franklin had a comedy club, and I'm good friends with Joe. And Joe kind of put me on to a lot of things, introduced me to a lot of people. And George is a very funny brother who has connections as well. And do the Barriqua. I hope I'm saying that right. But Yeah, but he's solid. He's good. He's a good comic. And yeah, so Tim Yoki. Hey, what's up, Tim? God bless you, brother. Huh? Tim's a good friend too, as well. Tim's an excellent lyricist. He's you know the way he writes and the feeling behind his songs. And Tim, like I said, we're gonna continue to get you a date. You're willing to come on and how you come up with lyrics. I'm looking for some more songs. The stuff I have from you, man, is incredible. It's beautiful. You write beautifully, brother. And thank you. But yeah, so yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna hold you guys too long. It's Friday night. It's coming up on 9 o'clock. And yeah, thanks, Ray Merriman. I want to do Ray some justice on that. As far as like have him back if he's willing to come back and then go over some more. Well, we covered a lot of the platforms and what he, is about, who Ray Merriman is. Let me get his picture again and put him out there. I was hopefully that I wanted him to send me. There he is there, and that's his poster. Town Council Ward 2, safe streets and strong neighborhoods, and this here is his fundraiser on the first. He's got several more, and we'll be promoting that. And yeah, so good luck to you, Ray. Uh, Want to know about your drive. He's coming up for the midterms. Of course, that's November 3rd. If you don't know, Tuesday, November 3rd. So I don't know how they do it in Orange County in regards to early voting and all the other stuff and uh, balloting, absentee. You can mail your ballots in from home, but we'll talk about that as well. We didn't cover that, but we just covered the basic stuff in regards to how it vote in Orange County. Thank you. Yeah, I hope he wins too. Tim Yoki says Yokley, bring them up right and give them a foundation to build on. That's Tim's song. So let me put it up there. Bring them up right and give them a foundation to build on. Beautiful songs, man. Beautiful, beautiful words. And so, yeah, I get you on Tim, and then we'll talk more about that and play the songs and see what else you got in store. If you have any more songs in your forte in your bag, I'd love to showcase it. But yeah, so enjoy the rest of your night and the rest of your weekend. It's just starting. Have a safe weekend, huh? Don't do anything that I wouldn't do. Keep yourself safe and stay cool, huh? Come on. God bless you. Starlight, the comedian. Come on. What? Uh-huh. Yes. Huh. To the beat, I love this beat. I would tell you who this is, but I don't have copyrights to this. It's bad though. Man, talk about it. What? Yeah. Good night. Hey. Yes, indeed.